Hey everyone, this is going to be your daily reading for December 7th. I'm kind of crazy excited, so I'm just going to jump in and starting with our rune. We got Jera, the rune of the harvest, which is great because we've been talking about, this abundance coming in, the physical manifestation of everything we've been working on. And then here we get the rune of the harvest, which is it's exactly that. You think of harvest season, you know, the crops have grown, they're ready, they're ripe. Um, this rune speaks to one, like physical rewards, recognition, especially if we're talking about like work and career things. So recognition for your efforts, a promotion possibly. But this is the physical gift of past efforts, the physical manifestation of what we've been working on and working towards, and actually having something tangible result from it. So I think that's amazing. Astrologically, it's a pretty chill day. We did have a moon made a sextile to Mars early this morning, which is nice. I'm definitely not scoffing it, but um, moon sextile to Mars, whatchamacall. I'd say Mars is your, like, it's that warrior energy, it's the dew, it helps get things done. So it's going to give you a little push, especially about things that have to do with your home. So maybe you're reordering, cleaning up and finding a little more order at home, setting up things differently. Could also deal with family, because Moon governs everything in the fourth house, so home, family, all that kind of stuff. So you get a little boost, a little kick in the butt to make some of that stuff happen. Who knows? That could be related to this harvest of yours. Who knows? Because we got harvest, I pulled up the Sacred Oracle or Sacred Earth Oracle. Just seemed to be appropriate. It makes sense. I haven't used this deck in a while. I think when I first started making videos, I was using it a little more often, and then I took a little bit of a little break from it. So it's nice to have it back. I don't know why I wanted to, but I did. Ooh, love this. It's a pretty one. I haven't seen this one yet. So we got the card of Revolution. Gorgeous. I'm going to pull some info from the book and stretch. Very cool. Before even reading the description, as I just kind of look at these images, Revolution. So we talked about Uranus now going direct. I think we talked about it. Was it yesterday? Must have. I think it was yesterday. Um, Uranian energy is all about revolution, changing things up, breaking down barriers. And then when I see stretch, it makes me think of stretching, outside of your comfort zone, beyond your limits. So to me, this is really about changing and shifting things in a way that pushes you higher, pushes you forward. I'm almost getting, and I'm sure, I don't even know if this is encompassed in this card, but like as I look at Stretch, I almost feel like she's pregnant. I don't know if anyone else can see that, but to me, that's really speaking to this, because we've been talking about this fertile energy over and over and over again. Even in Revolution, you can see she's holding like a lotus or a chrysanthemum in her hand that's glowing, and then there's a moon up ahead, and then there's also like, I don't know, it's like a little planetary system down in this bottom corner. It's almost like there's like a moon, a planet, maybe a sun in there. Who knows? But I just see this like whole cosmic creative force, almost like the Big Bang is about to go off. Which, if you think about it, that would totally be a revolution. That shook a whole bunch of things up, right? All right, let's get a little bit from the book, and then we'll do our spread. Here we are. Alright, so revolution. Avoid comparison. It is neither too soon nor too late to claim your life for yourself. There is no right way to live your life. There is no wrong way to set pace or follow your path. Be wary of false markers. It is not always time to harvest. Without periods of rest, planning, planting, and nurture, there may be no harvest. Look at that, talking about a harvest. Small, small world. Not really. You know there's no coincidences. Um, I almost want to say, so yes, we got the root of the harvest. Totally a thing. Um, I almost want to say don't hold. I'm trying to think of the right word for it. I almost want to say don't hold like so tightly to an expected outcome, or a vision of how something is going to happen. Like, because I almost feel this revolution. Oh, and we totally talked about it yesterday with the Tower card. I feel like this revolution, even though it's talking about it's not always time to harvest, I'm thinking of it as, um, it's not, we're not harvesting in the expected way. This is going to be different. And if we cling too tightly to this, there's only this one way of it coming to us, that's not going to serve us. Like, this revolution is like things are going to be different. We're switching things up. Be willing to change. Be open to change. I almost feel like there's this almost kind of like a rebirth in a way. Like, we're coming into your season, harvest season, our season, but it's as we walk into this new season, we are becoming a different person. We're walking into it differently. So we can't continue to behave in the old way, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like we are getting the revolution to get this harvest. And then stretch. Put yourself forward. Stand in the sun. Grab an opportunity and run with it. See? Reach beyond the shade, out of the comfort of darkness, and step into life. Holding yourself back is counterintuitive. Doubt, fear, anxiety, and grief may be part of your journey, but don't let them be the journey. Reach out. Stretch yourself little by little. Grow strong and live. Yes! I love it. Absolutely love it. I especially like the thing about holding yourself back is counterintuitive. What I really see in that, and not, I mean, yes, in like the literal sense, yes, it doesn't make sense to hold yourself back. But the word counterintuitive is what stands out the most. Like, I feel like you're countering your intuition, if that makes sense. Because again, there's this whole shift and change in how we're going to move forward and how we're going to process things. We aren't going to be doing things the same way as we've done them before. So to resist your intuition, to counter it, because your intuition is always trying to help you out. It's always trying to lead you forward and tell you, the next step, how we could do this differently, what shift in our perspective needs to happen. So I feel like to resist those intuitive little nudges and be like, no, 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 I'm going to do it this way because that's what I'm comfortable with. That's where you're going to get into a bit of a funk. That's where you're going to slow down the process. Because it is harvest time. This is the season. Like, legit. We are walking into harvest season. So instead of being in this, I gotta plant, I gotta da-da-da-da-da, we're changing that mindset. We're revolutionizing things. We're gonna whip out some new farming equipment that's gonna, I don't know, pick all the crops faster, if that makes sense. But it causes you to use new skills. We've been so used to planting and watering and doing all of that stuff. Now we gotta do. There's still work to do, but it's a different type of work. Honestly, that's what I'm getting from this revolution, this shift in how we operate, and it could even be how we think too. You guys fill out quickly. What is this? Oh. So excited. Alright, so I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot. So first card out, Queen of Swords. So it's the Mother of Swords here, but that's our Queen of Swords. All about shifting some things, all about tearing things down. Queen of Swords, it's that really clear, decisive cut. She takes that sword, she can be cold, but she cuts out all the unnecessary things, all the old ways. All of that's being taken away. I love that. And why is it being taken away? What's the reason of this? Boom. 10 of Cups. It's harvest season. Oh my god. Love it so much. But yes, this Queen of Swords energy is coming in. This is you. This is you using your discernment. I know what I'm working for. I can see how to get there. I have to step out of my comfort zone. I need to do things differently. I have to not be held back by fear and anxiety or worry. I know I need to head in this direction, therefore I'm going to. And anything that doesn't help me, I have to ignore. I have to let go. I have to, no, bye, you're done. Move. I'm heading towards my 10 of Cups. I'm heading towards my harvest. Love that so much. Like, that is a huge, huge confirmation. Oh. Even more. Look at this. 6 of Wands. That is success. Rising out of the darkness. Our oracles also talked about rising out of the darkness. You can see this butterfly. And even the fact that it's a butterfly, talking about metamorphosis and growth and evolution, changing into the next form as we move into the light. Jared talks about success, so I'm actually not surprised. Whoa, that was a lot. Normally I take the ones I want to face up. I'm actually not going to do that. Look at that. We also have the 9 of Cups, emotional contentment. Emotional contentment, satisfaction with what we have. Because we have a lot. Look at it. We get the 10, which means we have our happy ending. And of course we're going to be happy about it. Why wouldn't we? Why would we not be happy about it? But we're moving into success, and we are feeling really good about it, as you should. Because again, like all the 9s are always about fulfillment. You know, we've done all this work, and now we're seeing the success from it. Of course we're going to be feeling really good about it. Of course we're going to feel satisfied. And I love that this card happens to come out on top of the stretch card, because the stretch card is really pulling us out of our comfort zone and beyond, you know, what we thought we could do, what we thought our limits were. Knowing we're pushing beyond that, we're stretching outside of that little safety zone, but we're still feeling good. We're still confident in ourselves. We still know we're in a safe place. We're emotionally content and happy and wonderful. I love it. I love it. Seven of Cups. So can talk about confusion. Honestly, here I see it as options. There's a bunch of options on the table. And yes, that Queen of Swords is going to come in real handy because we're not taking all 7 of those cups. Not all of them are ours. So there is an element of, to me it's like looking at these 7 cups, because some of them are old cups. You know, some of them are like our previous cycle cup. So those are the ones the Queen of Swords is coming. We're like, no, ignore that one. Ignore that one. No, put that one on the side. We don't want that one. It's going to show us which cup we need to be looking at, which cup we need to be focused on. And again, that's going to be your intuition. That's going to be how I talked about that counterintuitive. Follow where your intuition is leading you. It's going to pull you towards the right cup. Because once you choose that cup and drink from it, you're unlocking all of this. It's like your little success potion. That was fun. So 4 of Pentacles. To me, I'm getting a little bit of resistance here. This 4 of Pentacles talks about holding on to things. In a way that's, almost a little afraid. Like you don't want to lose things, so you hoard them a little bit and keep them real tight. I feel like this, because one being that it's Pentacles, which is normally a really stable, grounded energy, and then the 4, which is also another grounded, kind of stable foundation number. I feel like the 4 of Pentacles here can be a little bit of resistance, a little bit of, I'm not ready to change. I don't want to step out of this zone. You can even see with like the cords around the Pentacles, like they're making this almost like this little trap, like these bands kind of hold them together and like keep them inside. I feel like this is where that resistance comes in. That's like, oh, but I gotta step out of my box. I gotta do things differently. I gotta change. I gotta let some stuff go. I mean, would you rather hang on to 4 Pentacles, or would you rather have 10 Cups? I almost feel like this is significant with this butterfly. So here, let me put this down. So we have this lovely visual of this, because I'm almost looking at it like a cocoon. This netting, these cords are holding all of these pentacles trapped inside. It's almost like this is the chrysalis phase before we come out as this wonderful butterfly, as we move into success, as we come out of the dark and head into the light. I feel like this moment is all like this like breaking out of the chrysalis phase when we can really let go and release. Because again, outside of it, happiness, fairy tale ending, success, emotional contentment, all of that. So it's almost like we're in the cocoon, looking at all these. I could stay in the cocoon, I could eat my way out of the cocoon, I could just rip it, I could hang out for a little bit longer and then do it. Like, it's kind of like we're weighing all the options on what are we doing in this chrysalis. I keep going back and forth between chrysalis and cocoon, but you know what I mean. Someone flip over. Did, alright. Okay, we got a bunch that last round. The world, completion. Look at that, even the symbolism of having the world here and this little cocoon. Both circles, both full, kind of complete little bodies. But the chrysalis phase is ending. We're moving out of the chrysalis phase. Oh, look, we have another queen coming in too. Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to put that over there. So we have this, essentially this mother who's concerned with your understanding, your wisdom. Now you have one looking out for your wellness, well-being, physical, emotional, like on many, many, many levels. Look, then we have the Six of Pentacles. So moving from the 4 into the 6. Six of Pentacles is all about the flow, giving, receiving. I think being in the flow is the biggest thing I'm getting, because we were talking about that, listening to your intuition. Look at that. Then we also have the Son of Pentacles and then the Daughter of Wands. This would be like the Princess of Wands and the Prince or the Knight of Pentacles. I love Knight of Pentacles because that's forward movement. It's steady movement. Daughter of Wands, that's that initial spark. This makes me even think of, I was talking about the moon making a sextile to Mars. Mostly because it's a fire suit, Mars is a fire planet. I feel like that push from Mars, it helps to get you guys going, or get us all going. So again, I called it that little kick in the pants. But it's getting us to move like this Son of Pentacles. It's like she's hopping on board and going along for the journey. But again, he's always moving forward. It may be a little slow. He may be a slower moving energy, but it's always successful. He always gets to where he wants to go. Being guided, especially by his mother, because we have the Mother of Pentacles in there, making sure he feels good and content, making sure he feels secure, safe, happy, all of that. And then also, his aunt, the Mother of Swords, making sure he has a clear plan, making sure he's moving in the right direction, feeling confident about it. We have the Three of Cups. Funny, I'm talking about these three energies playing together. And then we get the Three of Cups, which is reunion, celebration, joy. Another 6, so we have the Six of Cups. This is, all about the past, looking back. I love this visual with the roots. Like looking back how we got here, what grounded us, what nourished us to get to this point. The Six of Cups, I think, is us looking back at the old way and looking at, what we've done in the past. Because we are moving beyond that. We're moving past the Six of Cups. And then our last card for today is the Judgment card. Da, 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 da. Again, another card of like being called, where is it? Here we go. Look, like rising out of the darkness into the light. But this obviously is in a much more significant way, being a major arcana card. Coming out after the Six of Cups, I honestly feel like that's that shift out of the past. It's that shift out of the old cycle. Because we're looking back being like, oh, but it felt nice there. I'm familiar with this. I know how to do this. We're moving into a new phase. We're moving closer to our, divine calling, our divine purpose. Again, even with the world, the cycle coming to an end. We're moving out of this phase, which I think is beautiful. And again, we started with the very Ten of Cups. So it is harvest season. So again, we're shifting we're shifting our perspective. It's not about watering the seeds anymore. Now we're out harvesting the crops. Different set of skills, different mindset. We need a new plan, which we've been working on. Now is the time we're starting to put things into action and actually do, which is gorgeous. Super excited. Love, love, love. All right, my lovelies, I'm going to end it here. Beautiful reading, lots of success ahead for us. Again, just stay in tune with your intuition. Listen to where your guides take you. Listen to where your intuition takes you. It is not going to steer you wrong. We're finally busting out of that chrysalis. We're spreading our little butterfly wings. All right, my lovelies, you have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, if you want to reach out to me, you can leave a comment down below. Hit me up and DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot, or my professional email is in the description box. If you like this video, I'd love it if you could hit the like button. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when all my new videos come up. I will be filming the love videos for the signs very soon, so expect those to come out. Probably in a couple days I'll start uploading them. Alright, my dears, have a good one. Take care.